Good morning, friends. Mark Holmes here, of course, with my buddy Cowboy Joe Boo and Joe Bear in the house. And as always, I want to thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, this literally, and I mean literally, does not work. So let's get open for business here and let's wake up those football gods here on this Sunday morning. How's everybody doing? You know, it was 4 weeks ago. 4 weeks ago that we had the Super Bowl. In fact, it was 4 weeks ago that I had my last Joe Boo chicken wing. I love my deep fried chicken wings, but I've been on keto. But at least I've lost 10 pounds. So there's that at least. But you know what? We have made it through the worst 4 weeks of the offseason. That first 4 weeks, the shock of after having the season end. And then you've got that month of February where it's cold outside, it's snowy, and you've got no football. And this year it's even worse because we didn't have the combine. But that's gone. And now we've got football to talk about. We've had, Lord knows, Dak Prescott to talk about. And now we have prospect interviews. And so the Cowboys are beginning the process of checking out players. And they ended up bringing in Elijah Molden, cornerback, 5'10", about 192 pounds, a little bit on the small side, from Washington, University of Washington. He's a Husky. A 4-year starter, got about 30 games under his belt, got 100 solo tackles and 153 combined, as well as, I think, 5 interceptions. I'm going to play a little bit of clip on here so we can take a look at one of the guys. Now, one of the good things about, or at least you can get an idea where the Dallas Cowboys are going, because generally speaking, most of the guys that they've drafted in the past are guys that they have brought in. Now, as a prospect-wise, he's been estimated, somewhere around 119th, I think, is where his ranking was, or potential picking area. So this would be a day 3 pick more than likely, although you don't know how guys are going to move up and down the draft board this year, because this year it's different than some years, because in past years we've had the combine workout warriors, guys that, maybe didn't have that great of a college career, but they get out there and they are able to do a shuttle run, and people think, oh my God, look at his shuttle run, man. Look at his 40. He jumped out of the building, and sometimes it's inflated and moves up their draft prospect. But in the end, they really should have looked at what he did in college, because sometimes the dog don't hunt. And what's interesting about this one is that Elijah is 5'10", 192 pounds. That's a little bit on the small side for what the Cowboys usually like. Now, we've gotten rid of Rod Marnelli and Chris Richard, who like that length as far as their defensive backs. They like guys that were 6'1", 6'2", taller, leaner guys. But you see that this guy actually, well, I would say a ball hawk, but there was nobody there. That was a bad pass. But the thing I like about him is he's a good tackler as well. One thing we saw a lot of was guys that would end up getting, something that should be a 3, 4, 5-yard play, but because of poor angles and poor tackling, they ended up breaking these things big. Now, the thing I like about him is he doesn't shy away from hitting. You look at this, boom. He's putting his body up in there. He is attacking, and you need guys that have a little bit of that dog in them. Now, I don't know if the Cowboys will end up drafting him, but as far as the highlight films that I've seen, not a bad prospect. What I like about this guy is, again, you see him selling out to attack the ball carrier. You see him with the, being relentless here. Look at it. Oh, there we go. Oh, damn. He's not afraid to hit. And I need some guys that aren't afraid to hit. And look at that. Look at that one. Oh, my goodness. That one-handed grab. I'm watching this for the first time myself here. I just was going to play this just to have a little bit to talk about. But look at that. Boom. Boom. Did you see that? He stepped up in there. He put, oh, man, led to a big play. So I'm happy about guys like this. And it'll be interesting to see how the Dallas Cowboys will put together this defense. Clearly, this is going to be a defensive draft all the way around. We need this to be a defensive draft all the way around. But here's what's crazy now. It's Sunday, as we know. We don't have football to talk about. But we have players to talk about. Time's getting short. Time is getting real short. The 9th is Tuesday. We have today, we have Monday, and come Tuesday at 4 o'clock, the Cowboys have to have one or two things done. One, Dak Prescott signed to a long-term deal or franchise tag. Now, here's the crazy thing for me, because I've got to take this contractor's class, and the classes are on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and I was going to take it this week, but I started thinking, if I'm in this class for 4 hours that's done live online, and the news breaks about Dak Prescott one way or the other, I think the internet could break when Dak Prescott gets either franchise tagged or comes up with a long-term deal. I mean, seriously. I'm just like, I can't do it. I've just got to be ready for this because, and I've got a job that's out in the country where the internet doesn't work. So it's like, nah, bro, I can't go out there and be in an information void. This is like Super Bowl. There's nobody, and I don't think ever in the NFL that has been more followed, scrutinized, and talked about more than Dak Prescott. Seriously. Everywhere you go, every article, every show will either talk about Dak Prescott and his contract, why he should or shouldn't get paid, about him being a fourth-round quarterback, about how he fits from the draft, where his ranking should be, if he's the best quarterback from that draft class, whether the Cowboys should have him to a long-term deal or let him walk, should he be signed and traded. You could literally take every other NFL quarterback, seriously, every other quarterback that's out there, be it Jimmy Garoppolo or Matthew Stafford or Jared Goff or Carson Wentz, all of the news on all of these guys, Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, you could take all of the offseason stuff that's going on. Russell Wilson. You remember we had Aaron Rodgers talking about, I don't know if they really want me here, and of course them coming back and say, yeah, we do. Well, I'd like to get another contract. Okay, we had that. We had, Cam Newton coming back to New England. The Bears, desperate to find any quarterback. Alex Smith being let go by the Washington football team. Jimmy Garoppolo. Yeah, we're going to kind of stick with Jimmy Garoppolo, but we're still looking. Matthew Stafford traded for Jared Goff. Carson Wentz. The Dead Man Walking Tour, where we heard that there were a lot of teams that were interested in Carson Wentz. There was a bidding war, and it turned out it was a second and a potential first. Deshaun Watson and Russell Wilson. Deshaun Watson's he's not for sale. He's not for sale. We're not trading it. No. Russell Wilson, but we'll take calls. We'll listen. Sam Darnold, we'll take calls. We'll listen. You could take all of that, the whole field, and it still does not equate to the conversations about Dak Prescott. It is freaking amazing. People's careers have been made because of talking about Dak Prescott. I dare say that Skip Bayless got his new contract solely because of hating on Dak Prescott, of flipping the switch. I love the Cowboys, and I hope that they get rid of Dak Prescott and bring in Russell Wilson. Okay. Nobody defends Dak Prescott more than me, but what has he done? It's laughable. Literally. And that's where I say, you know what? Maybe there should be a Dak tax. If you're going to do an article about Dak Prescott, put a little money in the kitty. If you're going to do a show or, show and have 2 or 3 segments on a 2-hour show about Dak Prescott, put a little in the kitty. They will even use Dak Prescott when they're not even talking about Dak Prescott. They have Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield. Should the Browns go all in on Baker Mayfield? Is Baker Mayfield a one-year wonder? Should he want like Dak Prescott type of a contract because he had one good season? What? Now we're getting prospects. Well, he's a lot like Dak Prescott with a slightly better arm. I mean, literally. I get hit by a lot of the trolls in here, and I find it almost comical how people tell me I suck, I stink, I don't know what I'm talking about, but yet your ass is still up in here. You know it is. You know it is. Dude, it's okay. It's okay. It's cool. It's cool. We understand. You love to hate me. I'm okay with that. So, we have today, which I think will be the quiet before the storm. And then we have Monday, or maybe something happens tomorrow. And then Tuesday, if nothing's happened today or Monday, Tuesday, ooh, that's going to be a big day. I might just, if nothing happens Monday or Tuesday, I might just go ahead and start a stream out at like 8 o'clock in the morning. We will just do the Dak Watch. We'll go from 8 to 4 o'clock Eastern, which is the final time to franchise tag somebody. Although, you know Jerry Jones. You know Jerry Jones.
That have been disappointed to share it with everybody involved. For me, it's a reminder. I, too, have been here 23 years. And it is a reminder. I've been here when it was glory hole days, and I've been here when it wasn't. And so having said that, I want me some glory hole. So I have that perspective.
You know how Jerry Jones could break the internet? Whoo! It literally just hit me. Oh my God. Wow. If, let's say, Todd France, Stephen Jones, they got an agreement. They finally worked together. They say, you know what, we got the framework here. I've talked to my client, Dak. He's happy about it. And the Cowboys are happy about it because they can get some cap relief and everything else. And they say, hey, let's play a little game. You want publicity? You literally want to break the internet? Wow. Let's say Todd France, Dak Prescott, Stephen Jones, Dallas Cowboys all have gotten together and said, we have the agreement here. We're cool. Dak, you're going to be our quarterback for the next 3, 4, 5 years. We love you. We believe in you. And we're going to show you the money. But here's what we're going to do. We ain't going to announce it until Wednesday. We're going to wait. We're going to sign this thing right now, so we good. But we're not going to tell anybody. We're going to let the internet at 4 o'clock on Tuesday afternoon go crazy because you haven't heard about a long-term deal and you aren't franchise tagged. Teams will all of a sudden go crazy. The Bears, what? We were going to trade for Deshaun Watson or Russell Wilson, but Dak Prescott's going to be a free agent? You'd see the Washington football team. Oh, my God. Could you imagine all of the YouTube blogosphere The Washington football team. Wait a minute, Dak Prescott's going to be free. Hey, come over here. That way you can stick it to the Cowboys. You can see them twice a year and kill them. The Bears. Hey, Dak, you know what? Instantly, one season you could be the greatest quarterback of the Chicago Bears. All you got to do is throw for 4,000 yards and 30 touchdowns. You have the record. We've never had anybody like that. We love it. We'll just look. How much you want? Okay, yeah, we'll back up the truck. $50 million. We'll give it to you. $50 million. Denver. Hey, man. You know, we know you missed that flight. You missed that flight that year when you were a prospect. I tell you what, we're gonna send a private jet for you, and we'll just give you the keys to the stadium. Whatever you want. Whatever you want. The Raiders. Derek Carr, we know you were once a MVP candidate. You and Mariota, pack your shit. Dak, hey, come on to Vegas, man. Hey, we'll get you your own casino. Bill Belichick. Can you see him going, hey, Dak, would you like some jewelry? Look at it. You see all my rings, right? Yeah. Come on up here to New England where you could be a god with me. Could you imagine? And then come Wednesday, Jerry Jones and Dak Prescott have a joint press conference and say, how you like me now? That, my friends, is how the Dallas Cowboys, Dak Prescott, and Jerry Jones could literally break the internet. I'm telling you. So come Tuesday, nothing's happened already. You can guarantee I will be camping out right here at the Joe Boo Sports Man Cave. I'm Mark Holmes, and I hope that you have a great Sunday. I've got to go regrout the shower. Then I'm going to be doing some work in the workshop, and I'm going to try and have a live stream this afternoon. I want to actually try out a call-in show with the Bluetooth and my cell phone into the system. So if we have time today, and I got a lot to do today, we will definitely try something like that. But as always, friends, I want to thank you all for being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. I'll see you soon.